A big warm hello and welcome to my 2023 bullet journal setup. It is very exciting to be here. We're also a little bit nervous, so bear with me, embrace it with me. As you can see, we've already just flipped straight over to our 2023 cover page, and the cover page is of my favorite ever character, Wonder Woman. Oh, just speechless. Anyway, as you can see, we're just outlining the penciling that I had previously done, just because I didn't film the penciling, otherwise you would have been here for easily an hour just watching me write about things, redraw things. Wouldn't have been a fun time. So in a minute we will go in with my Tombow dual tip brush pens. I've had these, honestly, years. They survived my studio art and Viscom days back in high school, and they're still going. They definitely are not as saturated as a new set, but we gotta love them. They've been definitely used and a bit abused, but that's okay, they're still here. As you see, we've just cut to colouring the skin tone. I struggle to find a skin tone Tombow of any sort. I know they've got skin tone, oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? Skin tone packs. So I'll definitely have to go invest in one of those from my local art store. We've flipped over to a double spread now, and we are rolling up a year at a glance. I am using another dual tip brush pen. It is not by Tombow. I'll link this one in the description. I found this one at a store called Milligram. They have some beautiful pens and notebooks and everything. I actually got my first ever bullet journal from there. I think it was the LT 1917. I could be very wrong there. Don't come at me. Now we are up to the grueling task of writing in the days of the week and the dates. This took so long, and as you can see, we flipped over because we can fit everything on the same page. We're not going to talk about that I missed a box at the bottom, that'll be fixed in a moment, but we've also slowed down to real time, and you see me rubbing my fingers on my ruler as I noticed that my ruler was starting to smudge on my page, which definitely not a fan of. So I just grabbed a tissue. If you want to be extra, you can get some like Dettol or anything that's like a cleaning product and spray it on the tissue, write the ruler, it will come straight off. I was being lazy and just using a tissue. It's what I had on hand. I don't think it's going to be in shot, but April down the bottom there, I actually completely mucked up the last week on the dates. If you're wanting an easy fix, you can just go to the back of your book, cut out a page or half a page, and cut out a little square that you need, and just stick it over the mistake and rewrite the numbers out. Excuse me, sorry. If you are lazy like me, or trying to not be a perfectionist like myself, you can just either get some white out, or you can also just like try and scribble over the numbers to make the new number. It's well, it's your oyster. It's totally up to you what you want to do. As you can see, we've slowed back down to real time, and I'm just about to test the tape and pen combination. So I really wanted to write on top of the tape, and you put the dates, oh my gosh, put the months of the year on the tape. It's a cute little detail, but as you can see, maybe not in the video, but definitely in person, the ink kind of sat on top of the tape and really didn't seep through at all. I tried another little bit, which I didn't add, and left it for maybe a solid 5 minutes, and still could go back and just like rub the ink off. So as like an overall, that would be not ideal if you stick it in your journal and you flip to the next page and you've got ink everywhere. Or as a left-handed person like myself, just writing in general, that's gonna be smudged like no tomorrow. So we opted for just writing on top of the boxes. We've now moved on to our grid spacing. This actually took way less time than I expected. I was expecting this to be terrible. This is not my first, what are we looking at, an A5? An A5 journal, yes. This is my first dot grid A5, but not my first A5. I was originally working in a grid, which, look, not a fan, but we worked with what we had. I've just incorporated the color scheme into the lines as well, which worked fantastically, as you can really easily see where the quarter marks are, the third marks, and the half marks are too. We've flipped over to our goals. This spread I've kept really simple just because my goals page gets real messy real quick. I also haven't decided what my main goals are, which I'd like to write down, and how and what I'm going to elaborate on. We've moved on to our brain dump, car checklist, and important spread. This is a really fun spread for me just because it was super easy to make and I can write down notes. The car checklist is something that I commonly keep in my car, let's say extra clothes, deodorant, all that stuff, so I can write down everything that I have and need and make sure that I regularly check that my car has it. And my important section is just for those important details of things I can even think of. And that is it. We're doing our final flip through, which is amazing. It is the end of my first video. Who could have thought we would be doing this? A big goal. So I hope that the video was enjoyed as we flip back through. We also, again, we're actually in frame. This is great. So kept it nice and simple, and I will see you back in January.